Hey there, good morning. This is your host, Jeff Ski Kinsey, with another great day. Although with the fog, it's hard to tell just how great a day it's going to be. A lot of ground cover, fog covering, but it's starting to clear, which is a good thing. It's going on 9 o'clock yet? Oh, no, 8:07 as I record this. Hey, today we're going to wrap up my explanation of the SIO Map and why it's so important to your business. Now, I mentioned in a previous edition that Bill Detmer, who brought the SIO Map back to the Goldratt's theory of constraints, has recently renamed it in the last few years the goal tree, because in the work of constraints, we use a lot of trees, logic trees. We use some cause and effect logic and some other mechanisms. And so I know where he's coming from. And again, as I said before, I objected to the name SIO Map, but I like goal trees even less. Because remember, the bottom line, Goldratt said that the goal for a for-profit business is to make money now and to make even more money in the future. Okay? Shareholders, the guys that put up the money to make it happen. Okay? That's why one of the reasons I think you're seeing such pushback on the ESG movement, because it's just wrong. Okay? If you start a company and you want to do socially good stuff, great for you. Take some of your profits and do whatever it is you want to do. Okay? But if I'm an investor in your company, okay, I invested to make money 9 times out of 10, maybe 99 out of 100, but I digress. So the last layer of the SIO map, Strategic Intermediate Objectives Map, is the necessary conditions. So the layer above it, remember, is critical success factors. Okay, let's take an example. Let's say you want to have a campfire. You're going to build a campfire, you're going to roast marshmallows, okay? Having marshmallows is a necessary condition if you're going to have a campfire to roast marshmallows, okay? By the same token, okay, here on planet Earth, we need air. You're not going to have a campfire without air. I mean, you can put in all the effort you want to try to light the wood that you're using in the campfire, but without oxygen, without air, it's not going to happen, okay? Necessary condition. So, maybe your goal is not a for-profit business. Maybe it's to spread good cheer by having campfires roasting marshmallows. Maybe that's your business model. You could care less about making money. You're independently wealthy and you want to give your money away and make people happy. Maybe that's your goal. So your goal is how many campfires can we have, okay? Does that make some sense? It's not a for-profit business. Like a college. A college should not be a for-profit entity. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay? So the college goal is to educate people. And so the yardstick we're going to measure them on is how many people graduated. Okay? How many people does the institution turn out? And okay, what are we going to measure? We're turning out so many students. What's that mean? Okay, do they reach a certain educational level? Do they get hired at a certain rate? There's all kind of factors for not-for-profit businesses to consider. So, doesn't matter. You have to have necessary conditions. Okay, conditions must be right in order for your critical success factors to happen. That should be common sense. But the problem is the minute you say that, people assume they know what it means, and then they forget to actually act on it in too many cases. So you have to align the necessary conditions. And I always look personally for at least 3 necessary conditions. There could be more. There may not be 3. There might only be 2 necessary conditions. Okay, it's extremely rare there would be only 1, but I guess it's possible. So the bottom line is, with the SIO map, take a minute to work it out. Think it through. Work the layers top down. And if you need help, reach out. Text the word SIO Map, M-A-P, to my mobile, 330-992-4754. And I'm going to look at it. Again, I'm happy to. I obviously cannot sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, because I'm working on a lot of projects with a lot of different people. But if there's something that you have a question, ask. You have not because you ask not. I preach that message a lot. Okay, ask, involve others. I call it thinking out loud. You have an idea, you're thinking out loud. Okay, who else can I bounce this off of? Okay, and I do a lot of that, and some of my colleagues do that. Okay, we're in the business of helping each other make a difference. You and I can make a difference in the world. We just have to act.